Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive engine.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented. Famously, of course, 3 years in Catalonia and 1 goal, the winner in a European final.
Yeah, well, who could forget that? But first and foremost, I see him as someone...
Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. Darren Fletcher, Hakimi, Mbappe. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Searching pass he's played there. And it's Hakimi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pass somewhat off target.
And there's simply no way out.
Oh, good-looking ball. Well read, nice interception. Nakata. Messi. Oh, easy pickings there. Darren Fletcher. Isco is the team's great visionary. Threads one in. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Nakata with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely shaped ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Bellingham. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Now it's Mbappe. Tries a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Van Basten is offering a wry smile there.
He gets big! Goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Barcelona go in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead. And the game has already resumed here. Barcelona carrying a 1-goal lead. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Tries to pass it through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Messi. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Oh, this looks sharp. That's beautifully weighted. He's picked his way through. Oh, right place, right time. And the shot! And he hits the net. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Conte. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Conte. Kante unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Just about in shooting range. Just about up to 75 minutes. Conte. Van Dijk. Nicked it back promptly. Conte, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Hakimi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. A probing pass. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Raul.
This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Van Basten. Conte. Raul gets into some space. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the referee brings it to a close. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Now, Franco Baresi, still to this day, the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to reading the game as well as him. He leads by example, always timing his challenges to perfection and knowing instinctively when to bring the ball out of defence. It's almost like having a defender and a playmaker combined.
Now it's Cruyff. Scholes. Shot could... And Cruyff! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him. And his response, absolutely clinical.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Van Basten. Mbappe is onto this. He might be. He's had a shot! He has done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Can he spark a counter here? Stood up well to him there. Now it's Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Mbappe. Cute ball now. How can he reach it? Nice bit of skill, and he's away. It's run loose here. And that is going out for a goal kick. Rijkaard picks it up from the goal kick. Jorginho is always looking to break lines. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. And they're on him in a flash. And it's made its way to him. Shot a goal! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's straight offside. Searching pass he's played there. We are into overtime. Picked out brilliantly. Scholes. Now it's Batistuta. And this is Forlan. And this is Batistuta. And it's half-time here. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Ajax get the second half started.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think...
Shoots! Superb goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter.
Shapes to shoot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Forlan. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Bellingham. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Mbappe gets flagged offside. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And here's Pedri. Pedri unable to make it happen for all his good... Roll! Now, who's going to be first to this?
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Raul. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that has been cut short. Bale. Now it's Raul. Raul. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Raul. Looking to play him in. Forlan. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Ajax surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Raul. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bale. Now it's Mbappe.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Yes, sadly, he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
It's a good 35 yards out, this. That is some save from Khan! And that's gone loose. And that's that. A game of margins of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's lost his man here. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Rijkaard cuts it out. Bale. It's Bellingham.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
And it's made its way to him. Tries to play it through.
This is the time you need that pace.
Rijkaard gets a foot in here. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Van Dijk just eases him off the ball. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. And it's Jorginho. Van Basten. Oh, the keeper's done very, very well to deny him. Van Dijk is there to clear. He's shifting through the gears here. He's been side down. Is that a penalty? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Bale having a look. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Now, who's going to be first to this? Tries a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh. Raul did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Bale. He has found the way through. And he's well positioned. There's the shot! Oh, he's been caught. That's another chance. And it's a goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So the first goal of the game.
This is the perfect example of it to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Takes a shot! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good fisher.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. He's been taken off, and I'm guessing this is an injury.
Yeah, I think this is for his own good in the longer term. He's picked up a knock that he can't quite shake off, and common sense has prevailed here. There's no point in aggravating the injury.
Great vision. Well, that has not gone well. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Ødegaard. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, what a ball! Lewandowski is flagged offside. Bale. Lewandowski. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's found a way through. Oh, shooting chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Aimed beyond the defence. And now they can bring out a defence. And that is a little undercooked. Pass somewhat off target. Hakimi. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Bale receives it in a wide position. Firmly met. And he's managed to gift it back. That's travelling a long way.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Raul goes steaming forward. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Chouameni. Bale. Lovely pass, but can he get there? David Villa finds himself offside. Bale. Into the last quarter of an hour. And here's Drogba.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, easy pickings there. That's an imaginative pass. Cannavaro makes the interception. Barcelona must do something here, and very quickly.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Over to the left. Roll, has it in a wide position. Climbs up big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Cannavaro is there and he can pick it up. And time is up. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
The presence of Franco Baresi in this lineup suggests to me, Peter, that they'll be playing quite a high line.
What makes you think that?
Well, because he's got all the qualities required to excel in such a system. Because of his reading of the game, his vision, his technique, everything you need to spring a successful offside trap.
Now it's Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Well read, nice interception. Can he get it through? Bale. And it's Bellingham. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Mbappe. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Some really good ball movement. Oh, that was vital. And he's quick to get it clear again. He has a look up. Mbappe.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
It's a mighty effort! It's hit the crossbar. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. He's having a hit! Nuno Mendes. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Bellingham. Darren Fletcher. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Owen. And he was there to get a vital touch.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Thinks about the shot. Mendes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Mbappe. Rijkaard. Azar. Played into space. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands. So no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Barcelona can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. A solitary goal. He's got tall. And that's caused a worry or two.
Mbappe is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And this is Batistuta. Bale. That's a cute ball. Well read. And the danger is averted. And the counter is on. The team still separated by the game's only goal. Alexander-Arnold. And that is as far as they're going to go. Fletcher. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's there to belt it away. Very nicely done. And this is Drogba. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Played out wide. That is lovely. Looking to go deep. And the ball is out of play. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Bale. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Now, can they get him away? Owen will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's gone looking for safety.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Hakimi. Nice interception, well timed. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Bale. Just 5 minutes left. He won't be happy with that one. While quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Alexander-Arnold. And there goes the final whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. The end of the game. Reflections? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Well, 2014-15 was one of the greatest club seasons ever for many Catalans, clearly, but here is one of the key players in that remarkable triumph, Neymar.
Absolutely. I mean, they were very good from the start, but they just became unstoppable in the second half of that season.
And many say it was that game against the boys from Madrid when they donned the cloak of near invincibility, a game where that much lauded front three really did deliver in style.
Yep, and they combined for all 3 goals. And it was Neymar, of course, who got the first of them.
That's been cut out, well played. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Caceres. And here's Tevez. Mbappe. Bellingham. Now it's Van Basten. Out to the right. And it's Rijkaard. Bale. And he lines up a cross.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Dumfries is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Messi. Approaching the half-hour mark. And he was alert to it.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Out to the left it goes. He has found the way through. Played in deep. And back out it comes. There will be a throw-in. Nice bit of trickery. Quick look, then plays it in. Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And it's Messi. Bellingham. Barcelona leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Costa Curta deals with that comfortably. Now it's Van Basten. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Barcelona have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Barcelona really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Oh, easy pickings there. Looking to play him in. And the finish! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Argentina with the corner. They're first. Tevez plays it short. There's the shot! Oh, a very decent attempt. Argentina have their second corner now. He's gone for goal! Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And now a sudden chance to counter. Plays it through. Bellingham. Argentina needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Argentina really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And Tevez! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's put paid to a promising move. Batistuta.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Van Bouten spots it and intercepts. The ball swung in. He rises! He scores! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Caceres. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's in a great position. Chance for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Some heroic goal. That's that, the end. Barcelona pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running.
You know, Peter, there's a player down there who I've always admired, Carlos Puyol. This game is not all about technique and skill. You need big hearts too, and they don't come any bigger than Puyol's.
Yeah, that is one leader of men. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Hakimi. Conte. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with... Oh, what a mistake! Bellingham. Pass is just off target. And it's Hakimi. And it's Conte. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. No, it's come to nothing.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Hakimi. Now it's Van Basten. And here's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
No, he refuses to take the bait. Guti getting this one clear. Hakimi. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Bale. Walker does really well to win the ball there. Bellingham. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Now he's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Barcelona are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And the action is back on the way.
Barcelona really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Brilliantly cut out. Bellingham. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Baggio. Roberto Baggio! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Conte. And he was quick to react. Knocks it into space. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Nicely weighted ball. And that was very necessary. Bale. Bale. Strong running down that left flank. Spread it left. Mbappe. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That'll be a throw. It's crossed into the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Great chance here from position A1. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Bale! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Aimed beyond the defence. No, again there's no way through. And he's had it nicked away. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Madrid choosing to make the first change. It's fallen!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Great vision. Bale gets into a good position. Roll! It's in! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Darren Fletcher aimed beyond the defence.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Knocks it into space. Good. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And we have our very first corner.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rijkaard. This looks promising. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Elects to cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Costa Curta. And here's Del Piero. And this is Tevez. Nice control. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. He's found a way through. Cannavaro is there, and he can get that clear. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And that is as far as they're going to go. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And he cuts out the supply. Griezmann with the cross. Khan claims it without any fuss. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. That's positional gold. The utilisation of space.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Bale. And it's Fletcher. And that intercept. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're off again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Van Basten. Rijkaard. Oh, a delicate chip through. Cross to the back post. It's in!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Rijkaard clears. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Van Basten. Serginho. And he was quick to react. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And this is Del Piero.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Mbappe! There's the shot! Really well taken goal. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Now, can they get him away?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left...
Climbs up big! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Shot a goal! And he hits the net! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Madrid give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Cannavaro. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Looking to play him in. That looks a good ball through. Rijkaard. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Terrific header! Off the post!
Hakimi...
It's a mighty effort! And with that, the final whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow...
Van Basten! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100.
Takes a shot! They've scored! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured. It was simply inch perfect.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Darren Fletcher. Looking for options for movement. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Chance! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Barcelona go into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Fletcher stood his ground strongly. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. Darren Fletcher. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Adams gets good distance on it. Bale. Strong running down that left flank. Bale's cross. Climbs up big. And it's in. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking... Van Basten! He's gone for goal! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Rijkaard. Bale. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Now it's Mbappe. Rice. Now it's Forlan. Bale. Looking for the run. And here's Van Basten. It's run loose here. That is good alertness. And the half-time whistle goes.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Barcelona are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. And we are back underway. And it's Bellingham. That's a little off target. Alexander-Arnold. And that has been cut short. And he's cut it out. Rijkaard. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And he opts to go forward. Mbappe is onto this. Tries a measured ball. Oh, easy pickings there. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Has a look and plays it forward. Hakimi. And it's Rijkaard. Bale. Raul. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through. That is great defending, so alert. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's Asa! Oh, the ball's run, and it's come back out to him. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Mbappe. Nicely aimed pass. Back into the middle. Lovely ball and a real chance! It's hit the upright. That is decidedly lacking.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Hazard. Look at the space here. And the shot! It's there! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Hakimi tries making a foray down the right. And that is expertly dealt with.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And the pass is intercepted. And he's managed to get free. Goes down, but nothing given. And there goes the final whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Mbappe. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right. That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Bellingham. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Kimmich. Darren Fletcher. And they've got a throw. Now it's Bale. This looks promising. No way through. Van Basten. Oh, good ball. Now that is a hefty challenge. Serginho clears. Darren Fletcher. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Van Basten is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, it's come loose. Bale does well to get it back. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cannavaro wins the duel this time. Bellingham. Bale looking to get on the end of this. He's got tall. Didn't quite get enough on that.
He simply mistimed the header, and it was as if he knew it wasn't going to work out.
And they're quick to get it back. Messi, can he get on the end of this? Cafu plays it in. Costa Curta is there to clear. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for a runner. Thiaw kept his eye on it, and he's there. Played into space. Messi in acres of space out wide. And he's there to clear it. Darren Fletcher. Can he get it through? Oh, no joy this time. Rijkaard. Now that looks a decent ball. And Batistuta! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Van Basten gets good distance on it. And it's Kimmich. Now it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? Bellingham. To Darren Fletcher. Hakimi. Great ball, and he's in here. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Out towards the flank. Crossed it again.
They've been denied a chance to develop.
Applies the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that's caused a worry or two.
Fernando Torres really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Barcelona have their third corner. Takes a shot! Goal! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go?
Yeah, he might have been looking for a gap there, Peter, but he couldn't find it.
Messi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Ball's gone out of play. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's a pretty loose pass. Darren Fletcher, nice-looking ball. Dink through. Good ball, good take. Well, there's the clearance. And he's only too happy to take that back. Raul. Bale. And it's Fernando Torres. And here's Batistuta. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Just eases him off the ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Knocks it into space. Darren Fletcher. Bale. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's the throw. Messi. Rijkaard. 4 extra minutes added on. Raul. Nuno Mendes. Defending was strong and firm. Ambitious ball here. Rodri. Great vision. And he's worked it through. Goes for a shot! And that may well be that. That is that. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raul.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Rijkaard. Looking for the run. Darren Fletcher. Raul. And here's Mbappe. And here's Van Basten. Nice control. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. And here's Raul. No way through. Mbappe touches it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
That's very neat. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Mbappe. Little pass back. And he can clear it away. Showing great feet there. Adams. Milan looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of bowlers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose. If they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Lovely bit of skill. Raul, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Guti receives it in a... And the shot! Goal! Milan! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Raul. Cafu. Couldn't squeeze it through. Looking to play him in. And that's been slipped through. Oh, well played. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're underway again.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Rijkaard. Fletcher. Raul. To Darren Fletcher. That'll be a throw-in. Adams is there to clear. Raul really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Out towards the flank. Barcelona still this single goal behind. Raul. And it's Fletcher. Out to the left it goes. Crosses it in. Up he goes! He scores! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That is good strength. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's in a great position here. He's in space and looking for options. And this is Drogba. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Raul. And Jorginho. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Nicely weighted ball. Chance! Goal! Milan! And they've got their lead back. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Milan go into the lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
And the pass is intercepted. Bale. Guti. Can he get it through? Good ball over the top. He's being urged to shoot. Takes a shot! It's in! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
He's tried one! That's that, the end. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner.